Okay, a quick 2-minute update on my new Orion that just turned up. All right, I made the mistake of not realizing that it came with the finger lifts. So I have another set of finger lifts in the box because I didn't realize it came with it. So I bought another set. So here it is. It's exactly the same base as the F16 throttle. I only have it held on by these 2 bolts here, so it takes me a couple of minutes literally to swap it out. I want to fly, but obviously I don't do that. I just decide what I'm going to fly before I start for the afternoon. Right, the finger lifts, yeah, they work. The push through, they say that you're meant to lift it if you can to avoid wear, but it will push through, and it pushes through kind of gently, so I don't know how much difference that will make. Right, construction of the throttle seems pretty good. The buttons, in some ways, these buttons actually look and feel a bit better than like the one on the, like this one on the F16. While it works, it looks a bit crappy. You can see the paw mark where the mold was pulled off inside there. Not that that really matters too much when you're using it, you know. But some of them actually feel a little bit nicer, I think, than the, I don't know whether they're the same buttons or not. There's definitely, when you feel this one, it's definitely softer than the radar controller on the 18. So that part of it, I think, is probably slightly nicer, really. Though in operation and feel, by feel, the F16 one feels a lot more mechanical. Obviously because of the mount you've got going in the back and actually lifting it to go to the burner, I rather like. Now, only thing I don't like on this throttle, and you might actually be able to hear it, is this is the elevation control, and well, it feels a bit graty on the right hand side. I talked to my buddy, mine's a little bit worse than his. He still feels it. If you push it to one side, you can feel it grinding on something. If you push it away from the throttle, it doesn't. So I don't know about that, we'll see, you know. Other than that, in operation, it works very well. I mean, obviously the finger lifts work for cutoff. They have buttons at the back end, so it registers as a button push when you go back and when you push forward. It's kind of interesting, which sets it up rather nicely. You know, I noticed that someone is making 3D printed, you know, bits that you can put on these to make them feel different, which would be very nice, because at the moment they all feel, you know, they all feel the same, which is fine if you're not running in VR, but if you're running in VR, it's a pain in the neck. All right, but other than that, yeah, I like it. I'm quite happy. You know, I don't really like that grindy bit on that elevator. We'll see how long it lasts. All right, but overall, yeah, it's good. I like the fact that it's a quick change. Obviously, with both the USB cord just going in there and you being able to pull it out, you know, makes the changeover very quickly. I just leave the cord there, pull it out, undo 2 bolts. I'm going to go and buy some wing nuts to make it even quicker. Then it will be a 2-second change over between throttles. And obviously DCS just remembers everything that you had it programmed as. So that bit of it seems very good. Things on the F14, these are rather nice because you actually get the flap lever to be able to move the flap lever to various positions, and it's a big lever, so it makes it obvious. You know, this I have for emergency wings, which also works pretty well. So yeah, pretty pleased. You know, works pretty good. You know, yeah, is it better than a Warthog? Probably a little bit. You know, long term though, I mean, I had 3D printed ones for the burner gate for the Warthog, and they've been fine for ages. So, you know, I'll make another video in a year's time or so to see how it is. Of course, the one good thing about having 2 of them is if one of them breaks, I can always just put the, you know, it'd be a bit of a faff, but you can put the throttle onto the other one, and there you go. So, yeah, I have a. Which one do I prefer if I was getting them? Yeah. Now therein lies the question. I like the feel of the F16 one better, you know, but I think the knobs are somehow they feel slightly higher quality on the F18 one. And honestly, it probably comes down to if you were an F16 person and you fly the F16 most of the time, then I would buy the F16 one, and vice versa. If you fly 14s or 18s, then I would buy this. I would buy the F14 18 one, and the F14 18 one's a lot cheaper. You know, I think delivered, it's actually cheaper than a Warthog, which is pretty good, really, given you get a lot of extra functionality on it. Because obviously these all work. They actually are buttons, you know, but they work for setting your heading and setting your course, which is kind of nice. So all those little things, if you bother to set them up, you know, I'm not sure I've got half of them set up, to be brutally honest, just because I work in VR most of the time, you know, but they are quite nice. Anyway, that's the end of that. I hope you found that helpful. All right, cheers, bye.